The latest addition to ARK's creatures has arrived, the Archelon, a undersea, multi-seating, multi-taming, biotox harvesting, and possibly the best undersea tank in ARK to date. But the question is, how powerful is it? Let's find out. You right, kids, it's Raasclark and welcome back to the island. Been a hot minute. Yes, it has, and I can't believe it took me this long to realise tech works absolutely fantastically with the Homelander custom cosmetic. There's some turtles on the map. We gotta tame them. We gotta find out what they're all about. Are they any good? I think they are. We tried these out a long time ago, back on ASE, back in Monarchy Season 2, I think. And back then, they had some great features under the hood that I'm interested to look into today. So, all right, well, off to a fantastic start. I see a 125, not too far away from us, actually. There we go. Obviously, I've just done a Dino Wipe, so not expecting many spawns. I've got like 4 on the map at the moment, 3 near the top and 1 to the west. I imagine we'd probably see more than that. I'm not too sure what spawns they share with at the moment, but at the very least, if you plan the island, this is where you will find them. Obviously, we want to be keeping our eyes peeled for any other dirts in the water. The water is now a safer place to visit with these around, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure that's what I need. In fact, is something fighting it? I think something is. Oh, everything is. Fantastic. Our Archelon's fighting a load of sharks. Looks like some jellyfish are coming towards me. Don't want to kill these, but I'm probably going to have to. All right, let's just try and kill off the dirt in the region. There we go. There's one dead. There we go. Right. Everyone's dead. We're okay. We're safe. What does it require? A taming food, which I'm pretty sure is this. I was hoping it was going to tell me which taming food. It didn't. Fortunately for us, these were spawning right by us, so fingers crossed. We'll just kill these 2 jellyfish. Hack them up, give me some biotoxin, throw that into our hotbar, and I think that's all we need. Because there we go, 1 feed, a 1% rate gives us 4.7 per feed. Enough at least to tame this 125. A lot quicker over time as it gets more hungrier, as we feed it more biotoxin. I hope so anyway. Seeing that these spawn on the island in the sea, I wouldn't go amiss in expecting these to spawn on the center as well. Aberration, no, because there's no deep sea on Aberration. Wouldn't expect to. In Scorched Earth, of course, ain't gonna happen, right? This is a long tame, which isn't a bad thing at all. But I'll tell you what it does do though, it shuns the carbon members. Like it makes you realise how outdated the OG turtle is of ARK, and that needs a remodel. Definitely needs some TLC. All right, so we're looking at a 97.32, 97% taming effectiveness, but it'll do. Lovely Archelon with a nice little flashy little dossier as well. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. I'll tell you what, I love the colours on that dossier. Telling us what we need to do with this thing. But hey, you know, the fun about this is what we know we need to do. In fact, let's have a quick read. Appears to possess the ability to gain strength when they consume their favourite prey. And that is something we're going to be testing out. Giving them resistance to damage and a tremendous increase in their own attacks. Resistance, that in particular is what we want to take advantage of. But there's other things about this. I love how like that's kind of like half blurred. Do I have to like turn it to read it? Oh, that's badass, man. Is that a new feature or what? Okay, so that's 1 down. But that got through our biotoxin. So we're going to need some more biotoxin to tame our mate pair. Well, fortunately, this thing does it for us in the bucket load. So first off, we need to make a saddle. Where do we make a saddle is the question. Is it in our inventory? Is it in a smithy? Let's find out. So, the smithy is where you need to go to make your Archelon saddle. That makes sense. There it is. Perfect. Unlocked at level 45 will get you the primitive saddle. But, when we ride this thing, and note that we can go from land to sea, though it is very slow on the land, so you don't really want to spend too much time on the land with this thing. And if we take off our tech suit, we do see down there, Archelon air bubbles. Which means, when I go down... In fact, I'm not going down. I'm just noticed this is sticking to the surface. I should have dove right now. Maybe I've got to press C. There we go. Now we've dove down. We are sweet on oxygen. That's fantastic. I like that. When in doubt, when needing to take a tribe somewhere, because they've got to wear flak let's say, to take on a sea base. And they can't afford to wear an oxygen tank. Hey, bear with me on that one. We're going to test some things in a bit. But we came here to do something. And that was get some biotoxin. And there we go. Right, jellyfish. So, if we eat one of these, which I don't believe can stun you off your mount either, right? Can't stun lock you, can't do anything. But upon eating one, you see at the top right there, we got a buff called Jellyfish Killer. Jellyfish Killer allows us to increase our outgoing damage by 150% and reduce incoming damage by 25%, as well as harvest a nice chunk of biotoxin. So, let's bear that in mind for a moment. But now we're going to need that biotoxin to tame a new Archelon. Notice it hasn't got a movement speed buff, actually. That was something that it did have originally, didn't it? In the ARK editions, it was a lot quicker in Under the Sea, where it's not now. All right, center. What are we looking at for Archelon spawns here? Let's have a look. What do we got? We got some to the north, some to the south. None in the deep sea, but I haven't explored there yet. But I mean, you know. And also going to be kind of interesting to see how much biotoxin taming we're doing with A150 as well. But this right there, problem. That right there, problem. Big problem, because they will bleed that out. One thing I'm noticing here, I don't know whether it's like bleeding out or not. I'm not 100% sure. There we go. Right, you're dead. Bloody hell, 145. Okay. Oh, it is 4% a pop. 4%! There you go. That's what you're looking at if you want to biotoxin feed these. In fact, you've got no other choice but to biotoxin feed these, as far as I'm aware. I don't think you can kibble tame these. Kind of interested to see if you can kibble tame these. You can kibble tame them. Oh! Well, then that makes this a heck of a lot easier. I thought you could only biotoxin tame these. That's a heck of a lot easier, man. Super easy tame. Done! Incredibly easy. Oh, let's cry this up. Let's take it back to the island. So, just realising as we're back on the island and I'm downloading this thing, that sadly I got 3x rates on. I thought I had 1x rates on. But that puts it at least into some perspective that biotoxin taming these, I don't know if you want to do. I don't think you want to do that, man. Like, what's half of 4%? What's 4 divided by 3? It's like 1.33% biotoxin feeds. That sucks. But at least you know now, kibble taming can be done. I didn't know that was the thing. I thought that couldn't be done. I thought you had to use biotoxin. Good to know, right? Now we got to mate them, get some babies out of them. I think you have to take them into the water. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they are mating. Interestingly, I thought you had to take them into the water. We've got 43 health, 55 melee on this mother. Bloody hell. That was a good old roll there. 55 melee. That's disgusting. I don't think I've ever had anything like that in a long time. All right, what happens when eggs start popping out? What's going to happen now? I'm kind of curious with that one. All right, what happens then? So, I'm assuming you've popped out an egg? You popped out nothing. Okay, so it looks like you do have to be underwater for these to mate. Oh, no. I take it back. There's the egg. It was just hidden well underneath it. Okay, that's cool. Can you simply hatch an Archelon wherever you want? It's incubating. Big old egg as well. Kind of curious, before we hatch the egg, what type of kibble does it provide? Oh, it's a regular. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, well, there you go. It's a regular kibble maker. That's a wonderful level. And you can hatch out of the water. I could have sworn you couldn't do that, but you can. What'd you get? 41, 46, 55. You got all the stats. So happy day there. That's actually almost a perfect like-for-like female, apart from it lost a bit of health. Now I ain't going to worry about them being near the water, which I thought I did. Just mate them up here and let the Overraptor do its job. Get a bit crammed up here to start thinking about a new place for me tames. Right there, mating. Fantastic. There we go. Right, eggs. Eggs going into the Overraptor. Great. Those two can do their thing whilst we try and get the stats to match and hatch some better Archelons. Like, considering this has what? It has a base 10k health. Oh my God. With what? How many points is that? That's with 41 points in health. It has 11.5k health. I was just realising as I was killing this thing how disgusting this is. Jeez. And in harvested a tamed, you get nothing. I swear I got something from killing these before. Maybe you don't. If I hold E on this, oh, there we go. Collect algae. Which I can't collect until the algae is fully grown. That's available to collect in 2 hours. Are you joking? Are you joking? I gotta wait 2 hours for this. Look at the differences between these two now, man. It's just that the carbon murmurs just... Oh, it pales in comparison now. It really does. Alright, well, whilst we're waiting the 2 hours for the algae to be generated, and we're popping out babies, let's go and see if we can find a saddle out of a trap. And there we go! Tried a bunch of blues, a bunch of purples, a bunch of yellows. Didn't find any in any of those. A red seems to be the way to go for not even an Ascendant saddle. This is Mastercraft. But a decent saddle. Can we make this into a Bossman saddle? Wow. So over time, it's going to lose health whilst on land. So you don't want to keep these on land. You want to keep these in the sea because, you know, these turtles need to keep it there to keep themselves fresh. Weird that this one hasn't got the landlubber buff for like no reason I can figure out why. And anyway, in this time, I've noticed on the original female that now, almost an hour's passed, we can collect up to 5 algae, which isn't in its inventory, but I could do that to collect the 5 algae that it's going to give me. But I want to wait and see how much we get for the full 24 hours, so let's keep growing some more babies until then. There we go. Now 2 hours has fully passed. We get a whole 12 algae out of this. Thanks for that. But what does it do? Right, what you got for me? You got 14. Now, that's an interesting... thing. Why did you give me 12 and you give me 14? Is there a particular stat that affects the amount of algae you can get per 2 hours? I think so, because there's only one stat that's different between this Archelon and this Archelon, and that is the wondrous stat that nobody uses: food. Food, it has to be. It's either food or imprints. Worth noting that algae does spoil, so let's just make sure we're popping that away. In fact, yeah, let's take it to 14 out of this one, might as well now. There we go, there's our 14. That's fascinating. Okay, so time has passed now, the 2 hours for this one that had 29 points in food. And the 29 points in food has 13 algae available versus the 14 on the 39 available versus the 12 on the original one. So the imprint did matter on this one with the 29 points in food to collect up to 13 algae every 2 hours, which means an Archelon with leveled food gives you way more algae every 2 hours. That's definitely worthy to note. So if you want to collect algae, you want to level an Archelon in food, giving you a giant amount. And I didn't even notice, creates a nice little visual effect on the back of the Archelon that dissipates when you collect the algae. That's really cool. I like that. That's lovely. And stacks in stacks of 100. But you'll find in your cookers a new ingredient called Sushi, which requires 20 algae, 3 raw prime fish meat, long grass, and white colouring. I guess, you know, you got to make that sushi look like sushi, right? So let's make a bit of that. And there we go. We can make up to 5 at the moment. So let's craft that. Creating a new ingredient that says it's incredibly nutritious and can use this on a taming dino to boost some lost taming effectiveness. But where did the rice come from? Where did the rice come from? I want to know. All right, there we go. So that's the progress. All right, so let's try it with this trike, right? So 100% taming effectiveness. Something comes along like a dilo. A actual real world scenario of something that could happen, right? Ruins this, touches up the trike, has now taken its effectiveness down to 70%. Dirt mode. In normal ARK scenarios, I would be very, very unhappy about this. But I now have Sushi. And Sushi, when fed, improves its taming effectiveness by almost 10%, not quite 10%, but can I multiply feed more sushi? I can every 290 seconds. Oh my god. Flipping heck, son. Like, at least you're giving us a real-world scenario of what could happen here. Dingbat. What's that? I know. It went even lower. But can we stack it? That's what I need to know, right? Right, let's feed that now. So it's currently on 69%. Feeding it. It's a 300-second cooldown. And we are on 77%. So not quite 10. It's like 8%-ish. Did the math, Rito. Thank you. However, that does mean you can multiply feed Sushi to anything to get their effectiveness all the way up to 100%. Just means you might need a few more narcs to keep your thing from waking up. But that means now, those beautiful magic 150s that get ruined sometimes, as long as you've got the patience, you now have a way to get 100% effectiveness, which is fantastic. Okay, so kind of interested if that last one was just bang on 99.9 and I can actually take this up to 100, or is it 99.9? Okay, so it's 99.9 is the max you can go to. You can't go to 100, but you know, close enough, right? Close enough. This is going to be game-changing for so many people now, especially me, because I never use traps. So that's one use of Algae, but there's a much better use that people are going to love. So we need to find the worst possible herbivore on the map. Would probably be a Therizino, right? I think Theris are possibly the worst thing you can tame. Pretty sure. There's not much worse. Like, Therizinos are one thing that I refuse to tame without kibble. Here we go. A 150 Theri on 1x rates. You would never tame this without kibble. Not happening, not ever, not never. But, which by the way, I have just changed to 1x rates because it needed to be done, right? That knocked out quicker than I expected. Algae works exactly like mutton does for carnivores. Meaning, I'm curious how this is going to go on a 150 Theri. How much is this going to tame per feed? Okay, how much are we getting there? 4%. 2%. It's still a bit rough. Noticing though, its effectiveness isn't dropping. It didn't go up as much as I hoped on that, to be honest. I was hoping for better. Yeah, I mean, it requires 300 Mijos. So it's infinitely better than Mijos. Oh my god. Okay, let's try a Bronto. Now bear in mind, this requires a phenomenal amount of kibble. I think it's like 54. And requires 532 crops and 700 Mijos to tame a Bronto, giving you terrible taming effectiveness, right? But kibble, you know, 54 kibble, it's expensive kibble. But Algae that we're getting like in the bucket load with our high food Archelons. How much per feed? So it's 0.8%, which is still phenomenally good. Better than anything. I'm curious though, what's the effectiveness going to end up with on this thing? And with Algae, on 1x rates, look at that taming effectiveness, man. That's so much better, dude. Plus, we could knock it all the way back up as well. Ah, something that requires, let me reiterate that, 54 exceptional kibble to tame this thing. Now, freely tamed with a bit of ease with Archelon Algae. I like this. I like this. So there you go. There's your new mutton now. You want to tame these now for any herbivore. Herbivore taming is now a heck of a lot easier with these in your life. So that's obviously one fantastic use of the Archelon. But let's go back to that damage and, you know, output and input of what the Archelon said when it took that jellyfish. And let's put a few things to the test. Right then, our tanky, good saddled, healthy Archelon in the middle. With after just about 50 levels into health, gives us over 30k health and a nice chunky saddle, 112. In the red corner, a turret that's set to player only. And in the blue corner, a tech turret that's set to player and tames. Because I think traditionally that's what most PvPers do. Oh no, I'm going to get some grief for saying I'm doing some PvP stuff here. But we need to know. We need to know how tanky these really are. So, tech turret. 1, will it shoot me off? 2, how much is it going to shoot this for? With a 114 saddle. Alright, 35 a pop is getting pushed back. from that. But tanking okay. Now for the heavy turret that's set to player only, which I'm curious, would it shoot me off it? Because I'm like kind of tucked behind the saddle, right? Do you think it'll see me behind that saddle? Please say don't. It shoots me, but can we get a shot where it's going to go for that instead? Oh, it's still, I mean, it's still locking on me pretty well. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. We got a shot on the turtle. If I press C, if I press X, what's it got? Right, if I hold jump and come to it from the sea. Oh, we can actually... Oh, there we go. We got a spot. We got a spot. Come on. There. That's still me. Oh, my God. Okay, so there's not a lot of room for a blind spot. But really curious, though. Like, whenever I turn... Okay, I mean, yeah, nah, not happening. Okay, so that ain't happening. But what if it's a turret that's in the water, that's below you, right? Somebody sneaked a heavy somewhere down in the depths. There we go, over there. There it is. Right, somebody's laid a turret in a sea cave that's below you instead. Let's just see if that'll shoot us. A bit worried about this tech turret. It still feels very close to us. Bloody hell. The accuracy on these turrets, disgusting. Let's keep nice and high this time. There we go. Right, we're tanking now. There we go. Finally. Turrets underneath, you can tank. But it's taking you 56 a pop with this sort of saddle, right? Let's put its effectiveness to effectiveness. So I've dodged these bloody dirty dirt moles. Go away. Right, and then we're going to kill a Nidaria to get our buff on. There we go. Which, I'm curious if it stacks. Here's another one. It doesn't. Right, you've got a fixed 90 seconds from the moment you kill an Nidaria, right? So, now with our buff on, what are we looking at? $14! Jeez. You've got to be a bit careful there, but that was 14 with a 114 saddle. Damn it. 14 a pop. 17. Look at the difference, man. 17 that's tanking for. 17 a pop. That ain't bad. Obviously, you know, 114 saddle's a 114 saddle. But with that jellyfish buff on top, that's a considerable difference, isn't it? Not when you get a bit of splashback and break your armor at the same time. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay, so there's your PvP tips. Hopefully that helps somebody. What are they like against whales? Hey, that's what we're all here for. Right then, an Archelon fully leveled in almost all points in melee. It's pretty close. I put 8 points in health, but the rest in melee, giving it a whopping 1,272 melee, and I thought a few points in health, taking it to 17k. I mean, look at that, 8 points in health, and I'm already on 17k. It's disgusting. With jellyfish buff, gives me an extra 150% damage. This has got to be disgusting. It has to be. Oh my god. Buying it for 12 a pop, dude. 1,270 a pop. Meaning, at the very least, for sea creatures, any sea creature, there's nothing that can beat this. Right, here we go. Got an alpha over here. Someone's having a go. What's that? Something that's dead. Mate, like, it's just one-shotting stuff. I know it's fully leveled in melee, but that's revolting. Let me have a pop at this Megalodon, man. Oh my god. Yeah, that's revolting. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Of course, you gotta find jellyfish about to make this worthwhile, but against sea creatures, I gotta try it at Alpha 2 Zo. Right, we've both got buff on now. Mate pair. Will it grab us? Will it grab us? Are you coming? Doesn't even... Oh, there we go, there we go. Right, and we're on. Oh, it's grabbed the turtle. But it's able to bite back. Oh, just doing immense damage. With a mate pair of Archelons. And it's already inking. It knows it. Oh no, it's not inking. It's grabbing. It was a false ink. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's the one. And that's the one. There's no getting away from that. Tuzo! Defeated by a couple of turtles, eh? Hey? Look at that. So yeah, a bit situational. You know, you need jellyfish. But a great way to take on alphas, without a doubt. A great way to tank, maybe, for undersea bases. But we got to do it, haven't we? We got to do it. There's no way. There's no way this is going to work. I will be amazed if it is. But it's worth a shot. Right then, to kick us off a bit nice and easy. We're going to attempt Brood Mother on Gamma first. Just to see if this lovely cluster decorative set of turtles are going to do some damage. I'm really curious what's going to happen with this one. If they're going to be too slow to even get close to it or what. Weirdly, the Brood doesn't even care. What? Why does the Brood not care about us? Oh, there we go. And we're off. Alright. Forcing the way in slowly. Making our way roads. Tanking pretty well. Look at the state of this, man. It's just a Spartan wall, this is, dude. What the hell? Yeah, I think you need to, like, thin around a creature without a doubt. But doing a fair bit of damage. Well, I don't know if it's enough, man. I don't know if it's enough. They definitely need to spread around the boss to really do some damage. Like, right now, about half of them are fighting this thing. I'm seeing turtles here getting hit for, like, 5 1s, 10s, nothing. Barely anything at all. And all of these have got a considerable amount of health and melee. Look, 25k health and over 1k melee fully leveled. Because I didn't need to put much into the health to level up the health, right? I thought I might as well focus on the melee. Is that enough? Not sure. Again, say tougher boss. Depends if I can get around something. The monkey in particular is going to be an interesting fight. I think that's the one we need to go to now. It's like, I mean, I don't even like how do we even begin? I need to make like a wall. That's what needs to happen, I think. All right, and we're off. Oh my god, he's already here. Bloody hell. Yeah, I need to get around that wall. That's it. Make the wall. Make the wall. Make the wall. That's it. Straight at him. Bloody hell. Oh my god. Yeah, dudes, this ain't working. No way. I mean, they're getting a few licks in. They've done a bit of damage. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I think we'll do this. There's one loss. We might get a second here. This one on my left. I swear I spent the entire fight just trying to get here. I think he's stuck. Is he even moving? But there it is. With only one loss, I think. Alpha Monkey. Dead by turtle. Turtle. How are we looking? All looking a little bit ropey. Down to some definitely rough health. So I'm kind of curious, noticing, although they are harvesting raw meat, that's not improving their food. Assuming biotoxin is the way to do it, but they do eat berries. Which would mean sweet veggie cake might be a worthwhile thing for these. Which would also mean dragon could be done, right? So this has got a little bit of a way to go. Does it eat the veggie cake? It's got a timer. Of course it has. Right, let's look at that rate of its health going up. Let's see if there's an improvement with the sweet veggie cake. Doesn't eat it. That's interesting. Ah! It did eat the cake then. At 20k. I don't know whether its health's going up any quicker there. Alright, we'll see how Brood gets on, but we'll set them up with Veggie Cake for Dragon. We're not even going to beat Brood, man. There's no way. They're filtering, though. They're filtering around it. They've done a dent. They've done a dent. Like, the Brood's, like, burrowing. Alright. We've got, like, a bit of surrounding around it now. I think I got 1 or 2 at the back here. Probably not dealing any damage. Yeah, this is curtains. No way. That's the 3rd health gun, though. They've done better than I thought they would. Still got a few here that's not fighting it. Oh, okay. There's 1 dead. But we're a 3rd health gun. We might make it to a half. Definitely. Got some on the left there that are really bloody. There's another dead one. But we're past half health. Oh, I don't know. Oh, they just dropped like flies. I don't think we got the Archelons for this. Yeah, I think this is the time to do it now. I'm going to get involved with the shotgun. Give a little helping hand. Might as well. Come on, Yuzi. Do you fear raw, man? Fear raw at Yuzi. Fear raw. Oh, maybe. We're down to like 2 Archelons now. We've lost the Yuzi raw. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There it is. Yeah, man. I mean, just about. Just about. So many fatalities. But just about. Alright, here we go. I do not expect this to be successful, but you never know. Especially with Veggie Cakes. I'm kind of curious if they're going to help out or not. Let's find out. Science. We've done 2 bosses. One needed a bit of shotty help. Can we do Alpha Dragon with Archelons? Ah, the speed it takes them to get there. Ah, it's just unfortunate, ain't it? No, baby, I'm not part of this fight. I'm just the roarer, man. Nah, no way. Nah, that's. I think that's a sign of the things to. Oh my God, there's 2. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Already 2 done. Water v Fire. Water creature. Blastoise versus Charizard. In this version of Pokemon, it's a no. Hey, at the very least, though, you know, they're hanging in there. No way. Veggie Cake's not helping. I'm surprised we're even hanging in there for as long as we are. No chance. This next one is where I die as well. I'm going to die off the back of the Yuzi. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. If that roars in Dimorphs again, I'm dead. I'm dead. There's no way. Oh my God. The carnage. The D-Day of Turtles is upon us. Just no way. Go on, son. You're doing a grand job. That's it. Pull back in. Team release. Can we not have the? Can I not have the dragon on me, please? Because that's gonna kill me. Oh my God. Oh yeah. That's a goodbye. It's a goodbye from me. It's a goodbye from him. And it's a goodbye from me. Oh, the Dimorphs! Grab! My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know if you want to see me test out another creature. So, yeah, till the next one. Yeah, peace out. Damn it.